Okay, episode 3. Um, I've actually played quite a bit between episode 3 and episode 2, so I've done a lot of stuff off camera, unfortunately. I'm currently on day 37, as you can see on the F3 menu. So one of the things I've done is I've fought a pillager patrol, as you can see from this banner, and then I've I've got Bad Omen. I did not get the bottle of Bad Omen because this is currently version 1.20.1, so that's before the bottle of or potion of Bad Omen was added. So I immediately got the Bad Omen effect, and something that I haven't mentioned is that I found a village about 900 blocks away. So after getting the Bad Omen effect, I traveled to the village to start a raid. I won the raid after 2 or 3 deaths, and I got myself the Hero of the Village effect. And I immediately started doing some trades with a Fletcher and with a farmer, so I got myself some emeralds. I actually got a lot more emeralds than this. I've spent some emeralds on enchanted books, so you can see that I have quite a few mending books, as well as feather falling. Yeah, I've added, I think, 2 or 3 more mods since last time. So, trade cycling. Any villager that you haven't traded before has a button that allows you to reset their trades. So this is faster than having to break and replace their job site block every time you want to reset their trades. And then I have guard villagers. So some villagers spawn with weapons. They are guards of a village. You cannot trade with guards, but the guards can help you fight off monsters, you know. And then I have right-click harvest, which is a quality of life mod. You can right-click crops to harvest them and replant them in the same click, so that's very helpful. Animal feeding tro. I actually don't know how to pronounce this word. Tro? Yeah, but basically animals can feed themselves. Yeah, right here. I'm having a chicken population problem because they are just breeding really quickly. Yeah. Then there's also infinite trading. Prevents villagers and wandering trader trades from locking up. That is how I got 2 stacks, maybe 2.5 stacks of emeralds, and I got myself all those enchanted books. As much as it says I'm on day 37, I actually haven't done that much, in my opinion. It's just that I sleep every time sun sets. I just want to avoid mob combat for now. That's why I keep racking up my day count. I think last time I was on day 15 or something, but I haven't really done that much since. So let me just put away my stuff. Let's see. Right. I've got myself new workstations. So I've showed you guys this before, the cooking pot, so you can cook rice in it and I think other meals as well. Then we have a skillet. A skillet allows you to put a full stack of items to cook. So, well, I don't have a full stack right now, but 16 is the full stack for eggs. So I can do this. And every 6 seconds, an item will be cooked in the skillet. So you see I have fried egg. So a skillet doesn't give you any experience, just like a campfire, but it produces 1 item every 6 seconds, which is better than a campfire, because a campfire can cook up to 4 items at once, but 30 seconds for 4 items, so on average that's 15 seconds per item. This is 6 seconds per item, so definitely better than a campfire. Now we have a stove. What does a stove do? Good question. A stove allows you to cook 6 items at once, but 30 seconds for 6 items, so it's kind of like a campfire. Just like that. And if you divide it, 30 seconds, 6 items, which means on average, each item only takes 5 seconds. So it's even better than the skillet. But when I had the skillet, I didn't know the stove existed. So, yeah, that's why. But now I have 3 workstations. I have the cooking pot, I have the skillet, and I also have the stove. And standing on the stove does deal damage, so maybe don't do that. Yes, I've also crafted myself, the diamond chestplate. I did get some diamonds from a little bit of mining, unfortunately off camera. And I also got diamonds from shipwrecks, There's actually a shipwreck, I think. Yeah, over there. Those wood blocks, those are shipwrecks. Well, the shipwrecks generated by towns and towers, those are different from the shipwrecks you see from the 1.13 Minecraft update. How has the sky turned so dark all of a sudden? I'm pretty sure it's morning. Oh, it's a thunderstorm. That's why I can sleep, because I'm pretty sure it's daytime right now. Where is the sun at? It's still in the east. Is this the beginning of another day? Day 39 now. Okay. Yeah, I'm collecting a lot of fried eggs from all the chickens, They've been giving me a lot of eggs, and I've been cooking them either on the skillet or on the stove. There's a lot more stuff I want to show off. I have 2 mods that each has a rope item. Farmer's Delight has a rope item. Supplementaries also have their own rope item. Farmer's Delight crafts ropes from straw, and straw is harvested by cutting grass with a knife. And the rope from supplementaries is crafted from flax, and I've been growing some flax down there. So this is a showcase of the rope in Farmer's Delight. It basically acts as a ladder. You just hold W, and there you go. No collision hitbox, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's your alternative to ladders. Something else I want to show off is organic blocks, whatever they're called. Also comes from Farmer's Delight. Organic compost. So you can craft them with this recipe or this recipe. I think I went with this one because I didn't get myself any tree bark. You get tree bark when you strip a log into a plank. Pretty straightforward. So I have some organic compost over here, as you guys can see. Basically, you want to leave organic compost out to decompose. After a while, they will turn into this, which is a rich soil. Rich soil, when used to, when you plant crops on rich soil or rich soil farmland, they grow faster. So that's why I've been farming some of them. Decomposing, or I don't really know how decomposing works, but according to this mod, decomposing is faster if the organic compost is placed under direct sunlight and directly adjacent to water or directly adjacent to some kind of activator block, like a mushroom. I have a mushroom planted underneath this block and this block, but it's actually this one that turned into a rich soil the fastest. So I'm just gonna collect it and show you guys how it works. You can turn a rich soil into a rich soil farmland with a hoe. So that's exactly what we're going to do now. I've also organized my items a little bit. Yeah. This iron strengthened longbow and this diamond strengthened heavy crossbow comes from the Fletcher that I've traded sticks with, and I've maxed out that Fletcher to master level. So that's why he gives pretty good trades. So let's walk over here. You guys can see that this block is a lot deeper in color than this block. This is a regular farmland. This is a rich soil farmland. In fact, this entire row is a rich soil farmland. So that makes my crops grow faster, you know. Let's see what we want to do. So I have more rich soil farmland here, but not this one. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Replace the farmland, or yeah, replace the farmland with rich soil, turn it into rich soil farmland, and put seeds on it. When it gets hydrated, it should be of the same shade of brown as this one. Pretty neat. I've also been growing some tomatoes, also from the Farmer's Delight mod. Farmer's Delight adds like what, four or five new crops, I believe. So you have tomatoes, you have flax, you have cabbage, you have onions, and you have rice. Rice is a bit different. You don't grow them on farmland. You have to grow them in 1 block deep water, and you just harvest the rice pinnacle. And then you can craft a rice pinnacle into rice, and then you can cook this up at the cooking pot, which is pretty sick. Rice has 2 recipes, I believe. You have cooked rice. Oh, maybe more than that. But yeah, you have cooked rice and fried rice. Each gives the comfort effect. I'm not too sure how that works. I guess I'll find out. I'm looking to plant some more tomatoes, actually. That's why I left this row completely empty. So 1 tomato gives you 1 tomato seed. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. Okay. I'm just trying to get 9 seeds because I know all my farmland has a length of 9, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah. I think that's all I want to showcase, I believe. Oh, there's actually one more thing. Another mod I haven't quite shown you guys before, but let me just deposit my stuff. And while I'm putting away my stuff, I'd just like to share with you guys that I've been quite into Warhammer since last November. It's just kind of random. Like, I've always heard of Warhammer before, but a Rotten Tomato, that's funny. But I just never really got into Warhammer because I always thought their miniatures look kind of weird. Their guns are so, like, disproportional. It's so squished. I'm talking about the bolters, in case you're wondering. But then I started watching some lore videos on Warhammer, and it's just so cool. And I've bought myself 3 Warhammer books, the Horse Heresy series. It's awesome. Anyway, back on track. This is what I want to show you. This is what I want to show you guys. It's a warp plate. It comes from the Minecraft mod. It's called Waystones. Let me actually. I'm stupid. Does this not work? Okay. I'm looking through it. My eyes are not working. Yeah, okay. What the heck? Waystones. Waystones are objects that look like this, like a pedestal, and if you interact with it, you can travel between a network of waystones. As long as you activate a waystone, it will be added to the list of waystones you can travel to. But the thing is, using waystones costs experience. The longer the distance you want to fast travel, the more experience you're going to have to pay every time, and I don't want to do that. So then I realized there's an alternative called warp plates. It's crafted from this, and warp dust is crafted from this. I found myself an amethyst geode, so I'm chillin'. I have amethyst shards. Obviously ender pearls from Enderman. Not too big of a deal. So the way a warp plate works is that you have 2 warp plates. Each warp plate produces an attuned shard. You have to swap the attuned shards from each warp plate in order to link them up. So this warp plate has the orange cryptic text, and another warp plate has the blue cryptic text, as shown on this tooltip. So I swapped their attuned shards, so now this warp plate with the orange text fast travels to the warp plate with blue text, and same vice versa. The cool thing about a warp plate is that you can move mobs, and you can also move items. See? It's gone. It is teleported. And it's quite obvious where this one leads to. Well, let's wait until the blocks generate. The village, obviously. So the village actually comes with its waystone structure. I moved it one block to the left because I put my warp plate here, and then as I was trying to transport my horse, I realized that the waystone was in the way, so I had to move it. So the village does come with a waystone, but the problem with that is using waystones cost experience. I don't want to do that long term. And also, I need to craft a waystone of my own to pair it up. And it's actually, so obsidian and stone bricks, and the warp stone is crafted from this. It's not too difficult to obtain the materials needed for this, but I just don't want the experience cost. So I just looked for an alternative, and guess what? A warp plate works perfectly. Right. A village normally spawns with guards, but they all died due to the raid. The iron golem also died, which sucks. And all that is left are, I think, 6 villagers here. 6 or 5 villagers. There's, I think, 2 farmers. Yeah, one here, one here. There's 2 librarians, 1 Fletcher. The Fletcher is maxed out. Still giving me discounts because I'm popular. Some decent trades. This is the mending guy. This is the feather falling guy. Oh, okay. There's only 5 villagers here because I converted 1 villager into a guard. This is what a guard looks like. You can convert nitwits into guards. So that's what I did, because one of the villagers was a nitwit. So you can give them, you know, weapons, shield, armor. Pretty cool. But there's only 1 guard here, which kind of sucks. And that's it. That's the entire village population. I suppose this village is pretty cool. I don't know if this structure comes from towns and towers, or if it has been this way all along, but I just see this stable looking structure, and I don't remember if villages naturally spawn with a stable or not, because in my memory they don't. Anyway, this is where I found my horse. I tamed it, and then I moved it over to the warp plate, and I transported it back home. It's this guy. I have to think of a name for this horse, so maybe if you guys have some suggestions, you can pop them down in the comments, but nobody's gonna watch my video, so I'm not too concerned about that. Yeah. Again, I don't really have much planned for this video. Maybe I'll just stop the video here. I've been doing a lot of talking, and man, my throat is dry as heck. This pillar is to mark a mine that I've been down to. I have myself a lightning rod here for safety purposes. I found an amethyst geode, and I have the rope leading down to the geode, so I can quickly get some amethyst shards if I need to. I haven't done much exploration aside from that village. I have a patch of farm over there and another patch of farm over there. I'm not really planning to build any villager trading hall because I have the warp plate. I can just teleport to the village if I need to. It's pretty easy. I don't really have to bother, you know, moving villagers over to the base. It's okay. Yeah, and I think that's about it for the video. I mean, next time though, episode 4, we're probably going to the Nether. yeah, like I feel like it's about time we actually do something instead of just talking so much every video. So that's about it. I gotta go like take a sip of water right now. So I will see you guys in the next episode. See ya.